I'm just sitting by. I'm glad I got it. I'm gonna smile and say, if you would time is about to make this thing. I'm gonna sit back down and write myself a lover. And they believe that it came from
dedicated show business professional. I got in the car. First thing I get on 64, the warning comes on the storm team. They go, the tornado is on the ground in Louisville, headed towards Lexington. I said, shit, so am I. But I got there in 15 minutes. Wasn't bad. Great gas mileage.
Well, fits are getting bigger now. Them are nice. Got milk? Got milk? Squirt my buddy. Squirt him. Squirt him. Squirt him. I'll give you $2. I'll give you $2. Okay, you show us. All right, act like you're faking an orgasm. Go ahead, do it. Go ahead, do one. Go ahead, do one. She's laughing too hard. That's not what you're just supposed to do when you're faking an orgasm. Laugh.
Walking down a long road, where did it all begin? I rolled away from here one day, but now I'm rolling round again. Walking down this long road, the road where I've been. I rode around from town to town, now I'm rolling around again. 'Cause I've been
Good evening, and welcome to Louisville Late Night.
150 years ago now, with white wigs and these long dresses. It was just too cool to play in the main part of the attic.
9,600 people have come to these evolution conferences. They're like Woodstock for psychotherapists. Some of the greatest psychotherapists in the 20th century, latter half of the 20th century, beginning of the 21st century, speak at our meetings. It's a way of forming consilience, whereas the psychotherapy used to be competing schools. Now that make psychotherapy work. So it was. And then with the advent of Impressionism, the purpose of the art was make the viewer a co-creator of the art, bring forward experiences. How can art be influential in changing mood and perspective? And Erickson was at that cusp of changing psychotherapy from a reflection of what was to a technology for how can you influence mood and perspective. He was more like a dramatist, a stage director, than he was an analyst trying to be the person who would mine for these terrible problems that existed in people's psyche. He was much more hopeful about...
You can't see it. There we go. We're right here at the Space Needle, and...
He said is that civilization is in a race between education and catastrophe, which I think that's not any news to anybody in this room, on this porch, or certainly anyone in the viewing audience. And what he means by education is certainly not formal education, but the kind of education that our lives depend on. And we're learning a lot right now, all of us. We're learning a lot about variations in Islam, about dying songbirds and salamanders, about melting ice sheets, about the reinvention of capitalism, and our learning curve is nearly vertical, and it needs to be vertical, and we need to get up the curve fast. As the Fantastic Four might say, flame on. And William Butler Yeats said, education is not the filling of a pail but the lighting of a fire. And so the fire of commitment to making this world what it needs to be is it's time to activate it, and a lot of people actually are activating it, which is sort of what I want to talk about.
The Allman Brother Band. They just finished a fantastic concert here in Aspen, Colorado. And Derek's headed for Laramie, is it?
Laramie, and then Chicago for a few nights.
And then Chicago.
And then
that's
only
Derek.
God knows after that.
Is that the Derek Trucks band?
Yeah, I'm out with my band for a little while. Then we head to Japan for 2 weeks.
Oh wow! And
Staying busy.
so how's this? This is finishing up the 40 years of the Allman Brothers, right?
So we have one more leg of the tour. Yeah, which is a break for about a month. So this is the western leg of the tour. It's been great though. It's been a magical run. Starting with the Beacon Theater and moving right to here. So it's been a good time. Everybody's in good spirits and doing the right thing.
And here's Jay will come through.
I'll see you soon, man. Okay. All right.
He's going back.
Thank you, man.
Just all of us.
See you soon, man.
Thanks.
Pleasure.
Road 82, man.